welcome back to our channel. So you guys know what it is. It is Friday, my off day. I believe today is August 26th, and of course on my off days I'm either recording or running some errands. Swisher Road, then turn right. Going to, what the heck is that? Next right toward East Swisher Road. Oh, they decorated his little car for his birthday, I guess. That's funny. Anyway, take the next left toward East Swisher Road, then turn left. So today I am on my way actually to my OBGYN appointment. This is actually my first appointment since I've had my daughter. That was 3 years ago, y'all. Don't judge me, okay? Don't judge me. Let me tell you something. First and foremost, next left onto East Swisher Road. Always, 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 ladies, take care of your health, take care of your body, keep up with your appointments. Now, I normally do keep up with my appointments. Listen, okay? Dentist appointments for me and my children. Dentist appointments, doctor's appointments. I have a primary care physician, right? You know, I've kept up with my annuals and stuff. Continue but on East Swisher Road, 3/4 of a mile. My OBGYN, I kind of lost. I don't know. I think because back in Illinois, I had a primary care physician and they were my OBGYN. So you know, they did both. They did, you know, all things. So I think my mind kind of, okay, whatever. Y'all know I have to tussle with this camera. Okay, so back in Illinois, I had my primary care physician was my OBGYN, so they did both, right? So I don't know, I guess it kind of slipped my mind because I was thinking that my primary care physician here was also overseeing everything, right? And it wasn't until she asked me, do I have an OBGYN? And I was like, well, no. I thought you were doing both, because there are some doctors that can do your primary care things and also do your you know, womanly body things, you know. So she's like, oh no, girl, first of all, can you get off my butt? Can you get off my butt? You're not going nowhere any faster. In a 1/4 mile, turn left onto South I-35. These people out here in Texas, they act like they the only ones on the road. You driving up behind me for what? And getting all on my butt for what? That ain't gonna make me go any faster. Anyway, oh, these people kill me. I remember when I first started driving out here, the expressway, so their speed limit is 75 at least. Okay, 75 at least. And I was like, what the hell? In Illinois, our speed was 55. So they driving like they were for NASCAR out here. Anyway, that's not the whole point. And he's still close to my butt. So if I stop and you hit me, I'm getting your car. Because you're too close. Anyway. Regroup, Simone, regroup. So what I was saying, I don't know if this is too dark. I don't know, whatever. What I'm trying to say is, I thought that the primary care physician that I had here was pretty much going to do both. She said, no girl, you need an OBGYN. So it's like, okay, fine. So I finally, and this was like maybe sometime last year, I finally went and got me an OBGYN. Well, I'm saying she gave me information and like who? Okay, y'all just have to listen to my voice at this point. But she gave me some recommendations of who I should go to. So, continue on South I-35 for 1 mile. You know, I just finally, you know, I put off a lot of things. And I know I should stop doing that, but I finally called an OBGYN. And so I have my first appointment. It's at 9 o'clock. You know how they tell you to be there at, you know, 15 minutes ahead of time. But I remember her saying that if I print out the documents, because usually they want you to be there 15 minutes prior so you can fill out paperwork, especially as a new patient. So she said if you're not going to print them out, you know, be there 15 minutes so you can fill them out. But I printed them out and I filled them out and I have the papers with me. So technically I'll be there at 9 o'clock on, at, you know, my rightful time. Get off my butt then. He said he's trying to swerve over. Excuse me, y'all, because I'm finna get this person together. If it's that serious, then you need to go around. I don't know if it's the woman or what. You all up on my butt. If it's that serious, you need to take your butt around somewhere.
Use the left lane to take the US 77 ramp, then merge onto I-35E South.
I'm definitely finna honk the mess out my horn when we get on this expressway. Cause I know he or she finna go on to the side. They can merge into the left side. So I know they finna merge their asses on. Go on so I can honk the mess out of you for being on my butt. You all over here all on my ass. Stupid. It's I was finna say it's a B-I-T-C-H, cause girl. Anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. I cannot stand it. And then you go around and you go on a regular speed limit. I'm thinking you finna go around and just zoom off. Girl, you clearly ain't in that much of a rush. Camera, I'm gonna need you to cooperate because I'm already irritated, okay? Anyway, the whole point, y'all, is that I'm going to the OBGYN. Damn. I can't even get out what I'm trying to explain because these stupid people. Anyway, please, the moral of the story is, please, women, make sure you take care of your bodies and that you are keeping up with your regular appointments. I know that, and of course, you know, like I said, the last time I went was when I had my daughter. You know, I was, you know, being checked on the regular because I was pregnant. And then, I don't know, I guess maybe part of it was like, listen, y'all been all up and through for the last 9-10 months. I'm gonna need y'all to back up. So, and I just kind of let it go. I don't know, I just kind of like, you know. And then, you know, you don't need a pap smear until every 3 years. So I wasn't due for one and all that stuff. So I kind of just let it die off. I kept up with my primary care physicians, of course. But my OBGYNs, I just kind of like, But anyway, we're back on the groove, okay? We're back onto it. Outside of that, today, so I have to record a few videos. And then, what else? I want to go to some stores. I'm probably not going to have time to do that because I also, oh yeah, I forgot. So I also, okay. All right, can we, no, we're just not gonna do it. Okay, how about that? I also have an appointment for,
in 2 miles, take exit 452.
Oh, my 2-week follow-up for my implant. That's a little bit later, around 3-ish or so. So yeah, we'll see what they said. Oh, okay, so listen, right, I don't know if I even said this in the video or not, right? I think I did. So I did call my dentist and I asked them about, you know, who's going to be putting in, you know, my tooth and stuff, the crown or whatever. And so it is my regular dentist who does that. And so she was, you know, telling me the rundown, giving me an estimate of how much everything would cost, because they didn't give me no payment plan, they didn't give me no estimate, no nothing, right? Even before I got the implant, I would still think they would give me just a rundown of an estimate of how much things are so that I can know and, you know, to save up and stuff. So I called them sometime last week, I believe, or the week after. I'm sorry, the week before that. And she gave me a rundown. So I want to say, because there's a crown and there's another piece or something. I want to say, I wrote it down somewhere, but like 2,000 some odd dollars that I'm have to pay for them to put the tooth in, which is what they call a crown.
In half a mile.
So that's another 2,000 something. So look, y'all, I done came out of pocket like close to probably like 10,000 for my mouth. I don't know where the heck I got this money from. Where the heck I get this money from? But I'm grateful. I'm very grateful. I am blessed. You know what I'm saying? Because a couple years ago, I wouldn't have been able to get this money to do this. So I'm very grateful. I cannot complain too much, right? But sheesh. More of that story. Take care of your mouth. But see, I guess it wasn't really my fault. The only reason why I'm getting this implant is because I was missing a tooth and I never knew that. So this would be considered my fault,
Turn
like
left onto West Main Street.
as if I wasn't taking care of my mouth or my teeth. It was a missing tooth that I didn't know that I had. So therefore, that's why I had a space in the middle of my teeth at the bottom. Because essentially, I went into the orthodontist to see what I can do, you know, as far as that gap or whatever.
West Main Street.
I didn't know that it was going to inquire. I'm thinking, okay, if I get braces, at least I'm getting braces and just, you know, putting the gap together. I didn't know that you're missing a tooth, so it's more than just getting braces. You need an implant too. So I wouldn't say it's because I didn't take care of my teeth. Like, of course I did. You know, when I was younger, my mom took us to our dentist appointments. I kept up with my dentist appointments as an adult. So I took care of my teeth. It's, you know, I guess there was a tooth that didn't grow in. I don't know.
Continue on West Main Street for half a mile.
But yeah. Look at this lighting. But yeah, so that's that. So I'm actually pulling up to, I got about 2 minutes. I'm actually about to pull up to the place. So I guess I will talk to you guys when I get out. And yeah. Okay, so I'm in like this little dressing room area. Like, you guys can see. It's like really, really small. But anyway, I have to get undressed, right? Put all these little things on. Get fully naked so they can see everything. So I gotta get Papp's mirror. Okay guys, so I am out of my appointment. Oh, I can't go across? Well, how do I go back that way? Well, that's ugly. So how do I? This is really weird. So how do I go back this way? Can I turn right here? Oh, I can turn. Okay. That's really ugly. Anyway, okay, so I am back from my appointment, right? Now, as far as the actual service, everything was good. You know, she took my pap smear, she did my breast exam and all that good stuff, you know, talked about everything or whatever. So that was good. But you know what? You know I always got something to say, right? The OBGYN, you know, she was good. Like, I don't have complaints about like, oh my God, I would never go to her again, you know, da da da. But it was just some things that it was just like, so when she came in, one of the things I really don't like or I'm not too fond of is when a doctor comes into a room feeling very rushed and very fast, right? When they come in just you know what I'm saying? It's just like, okay, slow down. Like, you're not about to rush my appointment. You know what I'm saying? And I felt very much that. Like, she was kind of rushing my appointment. She was talking really fast. She was just like talking like out of breath talking, you know? And she did say that, she was like, oh, you know, sorry for being a little late. Which, to me, I didn't feel like she was late. Got there at 9 o'clock. They checked me in pretty quickly. I sat down for like a good 3 minutes, and then they called me in the back. They took all my information or whatever, and then I got undressed, and the doctor came in like maybe 5 minutes later. So to me, she wasn't late or nothing. I don't know. But she was saying that, you know, she had to move a C-section up from next week to today, so she was running behind. I'm like, okay, that's fine, like, you know. So she was coming in there like kind of flustered, which I can understand from that, right? But then as the appointment goes on, she was still in like this rush mode. So she was telling, you know, talking really fast or whatever. I'm like, okay, you know, maybe she's a fast talker or whatever. I don't like to automatically label someone something. I like to try to give people the benefit of the doubt sometimes, you know. So maybe she's a fast talker, you know, whatever, right? And so, but it wasn't until I got to the very end, right, when she was done doing the pap smear and everything, right, and I asked her about getting my tubes tied. I have thought, you know, about getting my tubes tied. I haven't like did any research or anything, but it came across my mind, you know, maybe once or twice, because I don't want more kids. You know, my kids, as you guys can see, are completely 10 years apart, spread out. So I love my daughter, but it wasn't planned for her to, you know, be here. Nevertheless, I love my daughter. I wouldn't take it back. But I don't want more kids, and I don't want more kids because, first of all, I'm 35. Yeah, I'm still young. Yeah, I can still, you know, pop a couple out more. You know, pop a couple more out. But at the same time, I'm not getting any younger. And then really thinking, my youngest daughter, she's 3. By the time she's 18, I'll be 50. If I did the calculation, the math calculation right, I'll be too old. Not too old. 50 is not old, but to me, I'm not gonna really have all of my kids, every last one. I mean, of course, my son will be completely at the house, but my last one, I have to wait, you know, until she's off to college, and that's not until I'm 50 to really be free of kids in my house, and you know, I still gotta take care of her. You guys know what I'm saying. So that's a long time, and so if I have more, that's going to prolong me, you know, having my home to myself and my kids be out, you know, living their best life. So I don't, you know, so that's one thing. And then 2, you know, you guys know that I absolutely, you know, have a career that I'm pursuing and entrepreneurship that I'm pursuing, and so I don't have time to have more kids. I really don't. So, and that's something that I'm even, you know, going to put out there when I start to really, you know, want to date or something, that, you know, I'll let that person know I'm not trying to have any more kids. So if you want more kids or you want kids, I'm not the candidate for you, boo-boo, because I'm not trying to adopt. I don't want no more kids, okay? So yeah, so anyway, so it kind of just, you know, brushed my mind a couple times. So I just wanted to ask her, just so I can have an idea of who I need to talk to, whether it's her or my primary care physician. I don't know. I've never had my tubes tied, so I didn't know, you know, who is the best candidate for me to talk to. So when I asked her, she was like, you know, that would be me. She, you know, again, she's doing like this heavy breathing, like she's out of breath, like she's rushing type of thing, right? And so she's like, that will be me that you talk to, and usually, you know, okay, so I'm going to try to say this the best way that I can in explaining what she was saying. I'm going to explain it in the sense of how I understood it, okay? I feel like she was saying pretty much, you can go the tubercle route, I don't know if that's the proper word, and get your tubes tied. She said, but I guess studies show, or have been showing, that people have been getting cervical cancer, or at the risk of cervical cancer, with getting their tubes tied. So if I was to, the IUD option would be the better route, as it will protect your cervix and protect, you know, from getting cervical cancer, or the possibilities of getting cervical cancer. She was saying how, because I asked her, well, is it getting an IUD, is that pretty much, is that secure enough to say I won't get pregnant? She's like, well, nothing is 100% sure. You can even still get pregnant with your tubes tied, which I have heard of that. But I've also heard that people have had issues with, is it IUD? UID, whatever. Hold on. Yes, can I try your pumpkin spice signature latte, medium?
Medium ice?
Yeah. Can we put some extra, like, sweetener? I don't know if you put cream and sugar in it or something.
You want some sugar?
Yeah, kind of sweeten it.
Alright, anything else?
No, thank you.
Alright, then want to come with them?
Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, I'm at Dunkin' Donuts, right? So I mentioned on here that I love Sarah Vargas, right? I know I'm getting off topic. I'm gonna go back, but I love Sarah Vargas, and so I was watching her vlogs. In the past 2 vlogs, she was eating. I mean, she loves Dunkin' Donuts, and so she was ordering the latte and the pumpkin spice latte. And you guys know, that time of the season is coming around. So it's like, oh, I like pumpkin spice. So anyway, I'm here at Dunkin' Donuts ordering some. But anyway, so what I gather what she was saying was to protect your cervix, okay, the best route is to do the IUD. Now, if I'm thinking of the same thing, IUD, I've heard some bad stories about that. People have lost a lot of weight. People got sick. I know there's this girl that I used to be cool with back in the day when I was doing my whole social club days or whatever. And I think she had an IUD and she got really sick and lost a lot of weight. So I'm gonna really have to do my research, but my point is that it was like she was trying to persuade me to do something else rather than what I asked you for. Now I do understand, and she did say, their job is to recommend the best solution. Hi.
Hi, good morning. It's gonna be Would you like your receipt today?
It's okay. Thank you. Have a good day. Ooh, this looks good. Ooh. Oh, they got the little sugar and stuff at the top. Little cinnamon sugar. I hope I like this. But anyway, and she did mention, she said, our job is to give the best solutions. But when she said that, it was like, well, it's kind of like you're giving me your personal solution or idea. You know what I mean? Like she was, cause she said, I even have an IUD and I had it for 17 years and I haven't gotten pregnant in 17 years. Now, of course she doesn't, she hasn't kept, I don't know. With the information she was giving me, I think you got to switch it out every 5 years or so. So I don't think she, kept it in for 17 years and never, took it out, replaced it or whatever. But she was, pretty much saying she has it and it's been working for her. But it was just like, and then she also mentioned, and it's crazy because I told you guys with the with the oral surgeon, he was trying to tell me something about something I had within my bone or whatever that's rare or something in African American women. And so here she goes talking about, pretty much they're seeing a increase of studies with cervical cancer within African American women. I'm like, okay, so everything has happened with African American women or just African Americans in general. Like, I mean, it's like, and I promise you, I'm trying not to be one of those like, oh, you're racist or you're this or you're like, I promise you, I'm not saying she's racist, but I try not to be one of those people that automatically label you, right? Especially if I don't know you. I try not to just label you as mean or a racist or not caring or a butthole. You know what I'm saying? I don't try to label people right off the bat, especially if I don't know you. But there are characteristics about people in that moment that I'm like, it makes me question, like, is this true information or are you just saying this because you're trying to, because she said, the reason why I feel she was trying to get me to do the IUD rather than, doing the tying my tubes is because she also said, I mean, you pretty much, you can get your tubes tied, if you want, but, and of course, is it an easy procedure? No, you got to do this. And it was like she was complaining, like, well, if you do go that route, it's not going to be easy, and it's going to be costly, and it is a lot of work to do. It was like she was complaining, like, it's going to be a lot to do that. So you sure you want to do it type of thing? And it was just like, ma'am, that's none of your business or not. Either if I want that, and I'm not, again, I will go back to her. I'm not complaining like she was horrible, but it was just like, I question you in that moment, whereas are you giving me your professional opinion, or are you giving me your opinion based off this is not a procedure you really don't even want to do, you know, because it's going to take up time for you. You know what I'm saying? Because and just in general, not even a doctor or whatever, you know, you have people, because they don't want to spend their time doing something, they try to persuade you to do something else because that's going to take up their time. That's going to take a lot of time for them to do. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, and I know this is really off and it's a weird comparison, but that's like when you go to the nail salon, right? And let's say you are a girl who likes to get all these little crafts and gadgets and crap on your nails. Like, you like to have all these designs. And some of these, you know, Korean shops or Vietnamese shops, whatever they are, I apologize, because I know there's a difference. But you go to these shops sometimes and you tell them what you want, and they look at you like, and they really don't want to do all that because it's going to take a lot of time. And so they're like, oh, you know, why don't you do a natural look? That's much better. No, girl, this is what, you know, or it could be anywhere where you tell a person what you want, right? You tell a person what you want, but they're trying to persuade you to do something else. It's like, no, that's not what I asked you about. That's not what I asked you for. Now, I can agree and understand if you're going to give me your opinion about something else, but let it be equal. Don't let it be you giving me your opinion about something you would prefer and want to do because you don't want to do this other thing. Give me two options, equal information, right? Because she really didn't go into depth about the tube, you know, procedure and like what that affects or what it, you know, what it does. You know, it was just like she was giving me more information about the IUD than, you know, getting my tubes tied. So I was just like, I said, you know, okay, you know, I'll think about it or whatever, but I'm gonna do my research, and I'm not going to let you persuade, because I've heard a couple stories that IUDs got people sick. And then she also tried to mention, you know, cervical cancer with African American women and women, you know, that are overweight. So I'm like, girl, you trying to say something? You trying to say something? But I was just like, okay, girl, whatever. So, like I said, I'm gonna go home and do my research and really, you know, sit down. And when I do want to do research, even before, not even for sure knowing what I want to do yet, but I still want to be prepared in case when I do make that decision that I've already at least have the knowledge about it. But yeah, I've heard some stories. I've heard some stories about that, and I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Do we like it? Yeah, we do. We do, okay. All right, I can get with this, okay. Okay. I can get with that, all right. But yeah, so I'll just leave that at that. I'll do my research. I'm probably still going to lean towards getting my tubes tied, because I'm gonna say this. I've heard more stories about women who've gotten sick or lost a lot of weight with IUD than hearing women getting pregnant still with their tubes tied. I'll just say that. But yeah, anyway, so there was something else that I wanted to talk about. I find myself just really carrying on a conversation with you guys in the car all the time. But there was something else that I wanted to talk about, as far as I was sitting, you know, thinking. I'm always thinking about, you know, stuff, and I'm always thinking about, you know, when I'm able to stop working for companies and work for myself, and when my platform really, you know, jumps off or take off, whatever. And so, you know, I was thinking to myself how I always, and I came to this conclusion because it's always something small. It starts off with something small and then it just becomes something big, right? And I was thinking about how, so you guys know I had COVID, right? And so I went to, when I went to the doctor, but I had a video appointment with the doctor, and she gave me this 30-day supply of medication to take at night, which it does help. I noticed that when I take it at night, I don't cough as much at all, or I don't cough, and I don't have that wheezing, you know, in my chest, or that, you know, mucus kind of feel or whatever. So I'm like, okay, it's really working. But then when I notice that I don't take it at night and I forget, the next day it's back, and I'm like, dang. Like, so it made me start to think, like, okay, am I going to have to rely on this? Like, you mean to tell me if I don't take it at night, I'm still going to get these coughs? And, you know, and then when it's just like, I'm like, okay, is it ever going to go away? So anyway, I was telling my mom about it. She's like, well, you know, you got to remember to take it every night. And it just made me think, like, you know, I forget to do certain things because I'm always in a rush. And that's really what it comes down to. I always forget to do certain things, whether it's take my medication at night, or oh, was there an accident? Whether it's take my medication at night. Oh, it was. Ooh, I should have showed y'all, my bad. Whether it was take my medication at night, it could be anything, exfoliating at night, you know, to make sure I get, you know, the best of my skin, or if I want to work on my skincare. Because I told you guys, you know, I buy all these things, but I'm never consistent with it because I don't have the time, right? So either if it's skincare, medication, working out, whatever it is, I'm always in a rush, and I never have time to be consistent with things. And I'm like, well, see, why are you always in a rush, right? Because I'm breaking it down in my mind. Why are you always in a rush? And I'm like, you know, I'm always in a rush because it's like, okay, well, instead of me staying up, you know, an extra 20 minutes to do my skincare or whatever, I need to go to bed. I need to go to bed because I need to get some sleep, because I got to get up in the morning. My son now has morning football practice, right? They got to be there at 6:30 a.m. So I'm like, I got to get up in the morning, you know, make sure, not only making sure he is ready for school, I got to get my daughter, because I might as well drop her off at daycare. So I got to get up in the morning, which means I need to get enough sleep. I'm already either not getting enough sleep or I'm tired. So instead of me taking another 20 minutes, go get in the bed, girl, go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I can do that later. Then you know, I guess you can say, okay, well, do you want to get up in the morning and do your skincare routine, or, you know, take your vitamins? I don't have time to do that. Take all these freaking vitamins I have, and then getting up extra early to take vitamins. I don't have time. I gotta go. I gotta get her ready, get her fed, get her, you know, hair comb. I don't have time to do all that, so I don't end up taking my vitamins in the morning. Going to work out, yeah, right. So I gotta get up at 3:30 in the morning. I used to do that before. I'm really not getting any sleep. Okay, you get up at 5 o'clock. Right, I get up at 5 o'clock, so I have to go pick up my daughter, get her ready for school, you know, which is getting her clothes ready, making sure she is fed, taking her bath. By the time I'm done with that, and then getting myself, by the time I'm done with that, it's 9 o'clock. I need to get, you know, in the bed. And so I'm just like, I can't wait until I am not working. I sit at a computer for 9 hours. Do you know what the heck I could be doing within 9 hours? Do you know how many things I can complete within 9 hours? Work is taking up a lot of my time. And what I'm saying is that if I was an entrepreneur and I was working for myself, I would be able to do any and everything I need to do. And I wouldn't have to rush and worry about getting back to work, getting to work on time, making sure I clock in back on time, making sure I come back from break, making sure I come back from lunch, making sure, you know what I'm saying? Because to be honest, a lot of times, well, not a lot of times, but some of the times I'm doing things for my channels while I'm working. I'm editing, I'm recording. I'll go on a 15-minute break, I'm doing a little scene or whatever, recording something. Or when I go on my lunch, I'm recording something, you know, and then I gotta hurry up and get back. Like, I'm always in a rush to do something, to complete something. I'm always in a hurry. My mind is always going. And once my mind does not feel the need to rush, I will be able to complete a lot of things and be able to slow down in my life and take those vitamins every morning, because I don't feel like I have to rush out the house and get my son to school or my daughter to daycare on time. I'll be able to take my meds at night and get a good night's sleep. You know what I'm saying? It's just like everything factors into working. And it may sound like I'm complaining. I am complaining about working. I am. But I want to make it clear, and I also try to make it clear to myself and make it clear to God, that I'm not complaining to be employed, because I have to be careful what I'm saying and how I'm talking. I am very, very... Anyway, my camera died, but... I mean, not died, it stopped. But anyway, I'm very grateful to have a job, right? And I always say that to myself, and I say that out loud. I'm very grateful to have a job. Even in this pandemic, when the pandemic started, I was blessed to have a job. I was blessed, well, when they put everybody on lockdown and stuff, of course, right? We wasn't working. But I'm saying, when I moved here to Texas, right? Well, let me go back. When the pandemic started, right? We all wasn't working, we were all at home. But by this time, I had stopped working. I want to say it was October of 2019, right? I got fired from my job. So luckily, I was able to get on unemployment, right? So I had unemployment and things of that nature. But then when the pandemic hit a couple months after that in 2020, you know, we got the increase and everything. So people were really getting, you know, money while they were sitting at home on unemployment. So I was blessed to have that income. I was blessed to have that income, right? And then when we moved here in 2020 to Texas, shortly after, when they cut off the extra amount, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna be able to make it on this. You know, I started to look for another job, and you know, I got hired, you know, immediately or whatever, right? So I was able to maintain an income and take care of myself and my kids, right? So I'm saying all that to say I'm very grateful to have been able to do that, to have that. So I never want that to be, you know, be me sounding as if I'm ungrateful for, you know, what I have. But I also don't feel like because you want more in life, you're not grateful for what you have. I don't feel that's true. And so, you know, I want more. And especially with me, you know, doing YouTube and this being my newfound happiness, I want to flourish in this. You know, I want to be the best that I can be in this. And so me working 9 hours in front of a computer, working for somebody else and putting money in their pocket, that's taking up a lot of my time. And so I just really strongly feel that when I am able to work for myself, I'm going to accomplish so many things, but not even just that. I'm going to be so much more happy. I really am. I bet you that's when my weight loss is going to finally kick in. I'm going to finally be able to be consistent and going to work out in the gym. And I know some people say, well, you can still do that now. It's just, you know, you got to put your mind to it, and you know, there still should be no excuse. Listen, this is also what I realize about myself, and also what other people need to realize. You can't do what other people do. Which means if you are the type of person that can multitask, if you are the type of person that you can get up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, hit the gym, and then be at work at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Okay, kudos to you, boo-boo. What, you want, a cookie? Kudos to you. But for me, I can't do that. Have I done it? Have I tried it? Absolutely. But that's not my ministry. I'm not that girl that can do that. I'm not that girl that can be, you know, on rotation every single day physically. I can't do that. If I have to, I will do it. The thing about me and what I've learned is if there are some things that I have to do, I will do it. It will get done. But if it's something that I don't need to do and I don't have to do and it's not required, I'm not gonna do it. And so what I've learned is you have to work at your own pace. You have to work on your own time. Right now, me doing a workout fitness journey is not conducive for me right now, because I have so many other things that I have to focus on, like money and making sure that I never go back to being broke. You know, so that means if I have to spend all of my time, you know, working and doing content to try to bring, you know, people to my platform, to grow my platform, to make money, that's what I'm gonna do. That is my priority. I don't have consistent fathers like that for my children to be able to pick up the slack all the time, where I can 100% count on them. No, I don't. So I have to do what I have to do. And working out and getting up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning to go to the gym before I get the kid, and then not having any sleep and being, you know, just worn down. I'm not gonna put my body mentally and physically through that. I'm not. That takes a toll on you mentally and physically. If you're getting up, let's say you're not going to bed till about 9 or 10 o'clock. Then you gotta get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, probably be at the gym like at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. Do your workout, come home, you go straight to getting the kids ready for school, then you send them off, and then now you at work. You really don't have any time for you. That's 5 hours of sleep. Let that accumulate every single day all week. You're going to get tired because you're not getting any rest. Your body is not getting any rest the way that it should. And I'm not going to put myself through that. I've done that and it wasn't fun. Sitting at and it's not like I'm in a job where I'm walking around. I'm sitting at a computer, which means I am bound to get tired and fall asleep. So I'm realizing a lot about myself, and I'm realizing that, listen, you can only do what you can do, and you can only work at your own pace. And that's pace, not paste. Pace, P-A-C-E. But yeah, you can only work, you know, at your own leisure, because in whatever somebody else wants from you or feel like you should be doing more or less of, it's not their body, it's not their mind, it's not their future, it's not their pockets. So you can't give me input on how I should be running and doing my life. You can be, you know, Superman and Superwoman, but her over here, she's a regular human. I can only go so far. I'm just saying. Anyway, I didn't feel like I didn't talk so much within the first like probably 20-30 minutes of this vlog. But anyway, I just pulled in the garage. I don't know if you guys can really tell or see, but I just pulled in the garage. I'm about to go up here, and what time is it? I think my ortho appointment is like at 3 o'clock or 3:30, I think. So it's 10:18 right now. So I definitely have enough time to go up, do my face, and record. I'm not doing any hauls. I'm doing some sit down talking videos. So I like to do those because it takes away from having to, you know, stay in there and talk or whatever as far as clothes, whatever. I just like to do the sit down chit chat video. So I'm gonna do a couple of those. I also was gonna try to squeeze in doing my decluttering of my bathroom closet. Listen, I have been holding off that probably since the beginning of this year, to be honest, because that closet is atrocious, and I want to do it while my daughter's not here so I can be focused, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that, all of that, by the time it's my doctor's appointment, because I want to do like maybe 3 sit down videos so that I can have them ready for next week. I'm probably not going to do the declutter video today. If I don't, I'm gonna try to do it over the weekend, because I have a 3-day weekend, so I'm off today, tomorrow, and Sunday, which is great. but I also want to rest. So I don't know. I'm gonna try to fit everything in. I don't know. And I want to take the kids out somewhere. I was trying to take them horseback riding, so I'm still, you know, searching some information on that. If not, I may just take them to I think it's Main 1 or Main Room or something like that. Just like an arcade or whatever. Round 1, there we go. It's Round 1 in Arlington, I think. And I think we still have like some coins or tokens on a card from when we went a couple months ago. So anyway, I don't know. It's a lot. You know, I try to, well, at least mentally, I try to think of taking my kids somewhere on a weekend or just in general, because a lot of time I spend the weekends or my days off editing. And so, you know, I don't want them to suffer with us not doing anything or going anywhere on the weekends when they're out of school because I'm editing. But at the same time, again, my focus is on building so that my kids can be good for their future, and that takes dedication, that takes hard work, that takes time. All of this editing, and even I tell my mom, what you doing editing, what you doing recording, what you doing? I'm like, yeah, I'm telling you, I cannot wait when I come back on this channel. And it's like, you know, I would say proud, because next year it's going to be different. Like your girl, I'm not going to say I made it, but I'm definitely going to be in a better position with my platform than I am now, as far as it increasing and being successful. But I can't wait to when you guys see that difference and that difference and that progression. Because you have to put in the work. You have to, when you're trying to be successful, and that's anything, YouTube, a job that you really want, a career, when you really want it, you have to put in the man hours, mentally and physically, for you to flourish. And so me constantly recording, me constantly editing, even sometimes me not doing things with the kids and having to you know, just have to take away that time to focus. Unfortunately, I have to. And like me working, me doing all this overtime, I'm always, like you guys know, I'm always doing overtime, but I have to. I have to. These bills and these, you know, teeth procedures, and my son has braces, like all that stuff needs to be paid. And again, I don't have a consistent, reliable person other than me that's going to help me pay financially for any of these things. So somewhere, some losses are going to get cut, and I hate it, and I'm sorry, but I promise to myself and my family and my kids, watch in the next year or two. You'll see why I was doing all that editing. You'll see why I was doing all of that overtime. You'll see why I was doing so much, why I'm buying all the clothes. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all for a purpose, and that purpose is going to be shown. I promise you, it's going to be shown, and it's going to be understood. Okay, you guys are going to understand the assignment. Hey guys, okay, so I am back in the car. It is about 3:10. And I am on my way to my oral surgeon follow-up, 2-week follow-up appointment. Went in the house and recorded 3 videos, so I feel very productive. I did not get to record my closet, cleaning out my closet in my bathroom. I'm probably going to have to save that for another time. And then they changed my schedule for next week, because I think I told you guys, my job, our busiest time is the end of the month, because that's when billing is due. I don't know if I ever told you guys, but I work for a credit card company. So our busiest time is when the bill is due, their due date, which is the end of the month, the last day of the month. So every time, if your days off fall on the end of the month, then they rearrange your schedule so that you're working, which is completely and utterly disrespectful. So one of my days off would have fell on the end of the month. Because what they do is they block off like from the 31st or like the 30th until like the 4th. Those couple days are very busy for us. And if your off day falls on one of those days, they change your schedule so that you work. Listen, this is another reason why I cannot wait to work for myself. Because anyway, sometimes actually they have never changed my schedule. It's kind of like a hit or miss, but you know, sometimes they do. And so this is one of those times where they change my schedule. So I say all that to say, one of my days off was Friday next week, and my days, one of the day, you know, that day took up, I'm sorry, that day, you know, fell on the busy day, so they had to change my schedule. So I won't be able to record next Friday. So I would have loved to record my bathroom video on that day, but I'm working. And like I said, I don't like to record when my daughter's home because, you know, she's 3, she's a toddler, you know, you know. She makes a lot of noise and, you know, all that stuff. So I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I recorded the 3 videos that I needed to have to post on my channel. So I'll have 3 videos for next week. So that's 2 weeks with 3 videos each. I was actually saying this in one of my recordings today of, you know, being, one of the videos I made was how to become a plus size influencer. And if you know, if you're interested, I have a fashion channel. If you're new, you know, I always forget that there may be new people watching me. But if you are new, I do have a fashion channel. It's called Mone's Curvy Closet. The link is always down below in my description box. I am a plus size influencer and content creator over there on that page and on that channel. And over here, I am just mom, you know, entrepreneur and employee for the time being. And yeah. So anyway, one of the things I was talking about was being consistent, and I wanted to, my personal goal was to upload at least every, you know, at least 3 times a week. But you know, with working and kids and stuff like that, sometimes it's hard to record all that content. So I'm proud of myself that for the next 2 weeks, this week and next week, I would have had, you know, 3 videos posted of content. So that makes me proud. If I was just vlogging, that, you know, that would be a little bit different, where you're able to post more content when you are a vlogger and you're just doing home things and kids and you're doing random things, right? It's easy to make content out of it. But when you do one specific thing, like clothes, you have to be prepared and have the clothes constantly come in and make sure, like, I don't have sponsorships right now. I have collaborations, but those are not consistent as they would be if I was, you know, a well-known plus size influencer. So, and that will come, okay? That day will happen where the sponsorships are just rolling in, you know. But for now, you know, I'm doing everything out of my pocket most of the time. And so keeping that constant flow of buying clothes and stuff like that, you gotta wait till they ship to you. And like, you can easily make a video vlogging, make it, and then post it at home. But you know, it's kind of different when you have a specific thing, because you have to wait for that, whatever it is, I don't know. But for clothes, you gotta order them, wait for them to come. In the meantime, what are you doing? So like now, because I don't have any clothes right now to show, what I do is I'll make sit down videos. That way I can constantly keep the flow of my channel going. And it's, I call them backup videos. If I don't have a clothing video, I'll do a sit down video, because I can easily record that sitting down and, you know, upload it. So I don't have any clothes this week. I'm actually going to go, because fall is coming, so I'm actually going to go. I do have a collaboration coming up. They actually, you know, shipped the clothes out to me, I want to say yesterday or the day before that. But they're coming from, I think, China or something. So it's going to be a minute, like 3 weeks before I get that. Or maybe not. I don't know, less than that. I don't know. But until I get that, you know, I am gonna go to, and what I do also is go to, you know, my local stores, my Walmarts, you know, my Targets, just to get some quick content if I'm waiting on, you know, clothes to be shipped to me or whatever. I can just go out to the store and buy something. I mean, that's always, you know, another thing to do too, but so I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out of how to keep my page, my channel consistent, because I really want to do that. And of course, again, like I was saying, over there you'll hear all this information over there on my channel when I talked about it. But it was something else I wanted to say, but I just completely went blank. I don't know. But anyway, I'm on my way. Hopefully this is really quick, and see what they say. My dentist said that they were supposed to give me
Village Parkway.
some kind of piece in for my tooth to give to the dentist. So we'll see what they're talking about with that. I was gonna take my makeup off, but I decided to keep it on. I normally want to take it off because I don't like, listen.
Turn left onto Village Parkway.
It's so funny. This is why I say me and Sarah Ray have a lot in common. Because she said the same thing. She's like, listen, when I put my makeup on, I'm going to do as much content I can within that makeup. And it be like that. You know, and I'm sure a lot of women who do, you know, content like that or whatever, and you're, you know, you wear makeup and stuff, you want to do as much content as you can, because putting on makeup every single day, that's not my ministry. I'm sorry. Like, that's just not my thing. And it's crazy because I used to do makeup. I'm not going to say professionally, absolutely not. But I used to do makeup as a hobby, right? So I used to do other people's, not a hobby, I take that back. I used to do makeup as another source of income. How about that? I wouldn't even say that, because another source of income is like a constant, like, second job. I used to do makeup as a hustle. There we go. And so, but I got tired of doing it. I didn't do it like for years or nothing like that, but I would do it like on and off or whatever. I started getting my feet wet and doing other people's makeup because people like the way I did my makeup and stuff. And so I did it as a hustle. I didn't do a lot of people, you know, but I got tired of it because I was standing up all the time, and, you know, it started to hurt my back and my feet. But, you know, I love makeup and the outcome of it. I really do. But that stuff is time consuming. It's very time consuming. And especially if you're doing a face. Now, we're not just talking about, you know, like a little, you know, eyeshadow here and there, you know, some lip gloss and a little blush and go about your day. Like, no, I'm talking about if you do a full face, and I mean contour, highlight, you know, all that, eyeliner, eyelashes, all of that. You know what I'm saying? If you do that, that takes time. And so sometimes, you know, I'll do a full beat. Most of the time I do. And then I just stop doing it because I'm like, look, girl, y'all gonna get what y'all get. Okay? You lucky I done slapped some makeup on his face, period. Because at this point, I love to record without any makeup. That's another reason why I like my vlog channel. Because I can just come on as I am over here. Whether my hair is jacked up, you know, whether I ain't brushed my teeth yet, y'all won't know, y'all can't smell my breath through the camera. Or whatever. Like, I could just turn on the camera and just, you know, be me. Whereas over on my other channel, I'm still me, don't get me wrong. And I can still just turn on the camera. But it's different when you are presenting yourself in a certain way. You know, I gotta have my makeup on and my hair, you know, looking right or whatever. There are times where I have recorded over there without any makeup. You know, I just did my hair and stuff because I just really did not feel like doing my makeup. And I loved it because it's quicker too. So yeah. But anyway, and I don't know if I said this on here as well. I can't ever remember what I tell y'all. But I remember saying either to myself or somebody that, you know, I wanted to get more of a natural look so that I won't have to put on makeup and stuff. Not saying that I'm putting on makeup to cover up things and I'm not happy with my face or nothing like that. But I want to be able to get ready and go. So I was like thinking about, for a minute now, I've been thinking about getting my eyebrows tinted, you know, or whatever they call it, tinted or shadowed. I don't know what they call it. But where it's you know, permanent or whatever, and you just get it touched up like every couple years. Because that's, even though I love a good eyebrow. I love a good eyebrow. It can also be very time consuming in doing your eyebrows. And that's the one thing I hate doing is my eyebrows. And so if I can able to get something that's permanent and then continue working on my skincare to, you know, take better care of my skin. And then, you know, every once in a while pop an eyelash. It don't take nothing to put an eyelash on. Or if I don't, you know, want to wear the eyelash or don't need it, put some lip gloss on and have that really pretty natural look. I'm done. I'm done. So I really want to work on that. I really want to work on that. Just that's why, you know, again, I'm not consistent, and I need to be. But that's why I buy all this skincare stuff, because I really want to take care of my skin to where I don't need to put on makeup. Again, I'm not saying I'm put on makeup, you know, just to be ashamed, but I love the beauty of makeup, and I love how it comes out. And even if I do go that route, I'm still going to wear makeup at some point. But if I can get to a point where I'm satisfied with just waking up, washing my face, and brushing my teeth, put a little eyelash on, you know, my eyebrows are naturally, you know, done, and throw some lipstick on, maybe a little eyeshadow to, you know, rosy up the, blush to rosy up the cheeks, maybe a little powder foundation, you know what I'm saying, just little slight light stuff, you know, then I'm cool with it, you know. Something that can take me about a good 10-15 minutes tops, not an hour. Okay guys, that's my implant. That is what is currently in my mouth. That little thing right there. Like toes, but those are my teeth. Like white toes. Well, white fingernail polish, but you know what I mean. That's so crazy. Hey guys, okay, so I actually have been out of my appointment for about a good 20-25 minutes, but I've been sitting in my car looking through my phone. I have to stop doing that, and I know a lot of us do that, where we will sit in we'll sit in our car looking on the phone before we pull off. We would be on the toilet, you know what I'm saying, doing our business while on the phone. And next thing you know, you looking up, you've been on the phone for you've been on the toilet for 45 minutes. You didn't do what you needed to do on the toilet 20 minutes ago. So yeah, I really have to stop doing that. But anyway, my appointment went good. They said they'll see me back in 3 months. And yeah, they said it's just looking good. So when I come back, wait, is it the 3 months she said? Because that's what, remember I told you guys, they're supposed to give me a piece to give to my dentist. But she said in 3 months. I gotta wait 3 months to get that though? Because my braces, I get my braces taken off supposedly if nothing comes up in October. So, and I want to keep everything, you know, going back to back, which means once I get my braces off, get my implant, get my teeth whitened, you know, I want everything to go accordingly. I don't want to go gaps without. Oh, but she did say, the dentist said they can give me I don't know what they call it, but like a stand-in, if you will. That's what I'm gonna call it right now, which is like a stand-in tooth until your actual tooth and stuff is ready or to be put on. So I don't know if they need that part to do that. I don't know. But pretty much once my braces come off, I'm ready to just go to the next, to the next, to the next. So I don't know. But I'm at, you know how when you just almost at that finish line and you just ready for it to be over? These braces are getting on my nerve. Like I told you guys, she kept the 2 brackets off, but like it's really freaking poking me, which means it's really like scarring up my gums and against my mouth right there, and it hurts. It's so unfreaking comfortable. And I went to the dentist, I'm sorry, the orthodontist before about this, and it's really nothing they said they can do. I mean, they give you like what's called like some sticky, what do they call it, like some kind of like wax. They call it wax, which it is really wax, right? Not like candle wax, but you know, wax for your mouth. to stick on that sticky part, or I'm sorry, to stick on whatever pointy part that's pointing, because it's literally metal that's pointing into, you know, your gums, I mean your, you know, whatever. And so I've tried it. I have some at home and I've tried it, but it doesn't work because it doesn't stay on there, and then when you're eating it comes off, then the wax gets stuck into your food. It's not, it doesn't work. To me, it does not work. And it's like you have all this saliva in your mouth, so the wax is coming off. It does not stay. So that crap never works. So I say all that to say I'm ready to get this crap off. Oh my God, what happened? There's a fire truck. Hey guys, okay, so it is the next day. My camera died because my battery died. So I was not going to end the vlog. Actually, I was going to leave it as it is because I really didn't feel like picking up the camera again once I got home because I was tired. I had to run back and forth to the house to get food and stuff and drop off food, and it was a whole mess. So I was tired last night and I didn't feel like picking up the camera to end the vlog. But I don't like when I'm seeing a lot of YouTubers where they don't end the vlog properly. They just stop. And I'm like, ew. So I didn't want to be that, right? Even though it's so much easier to do so, I didn't want to do that. Or even though it's more easy or whatever, I didn't want to do that. I don't want to be that girl. I look real rough right now. I'm actually editing for my other channel. It's actually uploading to my computer, and then I'm going to upload it to YouTube. And this is actually about doing the nasty with a plus size woman. So if you're interested in that, again, go ahead and check out my fashion channel, Mone's Curvy Closet. Of course, the link is down below. Like I said, I'm editing right now, and I'm going to end this vlog here. I'm actually going to start another vlog today because I'm taking the kids to round 1, which is like a arcade. So I told them I'll take them back months and months ago, and I thought today would be the perfect day. I have a 3-day weekend, and like I said, I didn't want to not do anything, you know, with them or for them, because I do have a lot of editing, but I don't want to just take up my whole 3-day weekend of editing and, you know, not spending any time with them. So let me do that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. Always continue to comment, like, and subscribe. And if you have any ideas of videos that you want me to do, I do have some ideas of videos that I want to do, something different. I do have some decluttering videos coming and just some other ideas of videos to come. So yeah, thank you guys so much, and I will catch you on another video. Bye.